Good evening. Let's see how I look with trying to thread a needle. My mom sent me some stuff. My voice is a little hoarse as I got upset yesterday over the situation that, you know, where certain people, like, they like to bully and pick on you, but as soon as you, like, trying to protect yourself, they get all pissed off. Just like there's this lady up at the store here, and you know, I don't care where I spend my money at. It don't have to be there, and then put up with shit like they, you know. But when you live in an area where the majority of the people have been brought up being whooped, and I don't know, it's been a strange day. I found out, like, don't put too much ham. I found out, like, you know, like, one of the houses that I got empty. Somebody they're gonna move some of the siding and crawl underneath the house and make a hole up into the house and get up in there. It's a house I emptied out because I didn't want, you know, because they still want to go in that house because it looks like that, you know. And the thing is that we don't ever solve the initial problem of why they're stealing, is because they're broke, and it doesn't matter if they're on drugs or off drugs. They're broke and they get hungry or whatever you want in a capitalist society. You know, they end up stealing because they don't, you know, they don't know. It's not like they don't know better, but they just don't have any other means. And anyway, that crew was over at a friend of mine's house who's elderly man and wheelchair bound and bedridden, and his brother was in the hospital for like a month. And I guess before his brother went in the hospital, some things were coming up missing, which, you know, I sort of, like, I knew they were thieves because that's all they do. They never had a job, they never work, and they have a drug problem. And that's what happens when, you know, with thieves and stuff. I know I should have a loop for this, but anyway, so anyway, so I'm sort of a little pissed, but I hadn't seen any of them, and I was trying to think of his name. He's Ezekiel. It's like, he done told me one time he always steals, bad crack habit, and all that whole crew sort of on the down low. Anyway, I think, anyways, so I went and checked on him because they just got him out of the house, and he seemed a little grumpy, and you know, he's very sociable, you know, like, and his brother was looking good. He got out of the hospital finally. They had to remove part of his foot. His diabetes, and I was so happy to see that their daughter was there, and because I had told his sister, I don't know, yeah, I guess that was his sister, that, you know, yeah, that I couldn't get a hold of him on the phone, and I don't blame him but I knew he was up in the house and he was having difficulties, you know, because his brother always did, like, mostly everything, and I knew he was having difficulties. You know, and, you know, he's not no spring chicken, and when you will, you know, now there's two of them, but his brother's walking, even without, they just took his toes, all of them, but he's walking, so, I guess he's, you know, the diabetes is a terrible thing. We have a big epidemic here, but, and she made a fine meal. She made pork chops with gravy and potatoes and had made them a salad, and, I noticed that the one brother that's had been bedridden for ever since I've known him. He's been that way. Is very handsome. You know, you could tell they have hazel eyes like me, and and his daughter does too, the one that came over there. And she did a really good job. I almost didn't recognize the place. It's looking better. It's just that that's just the way they raise them around here. You know, it's hard to find someone that's going to respect the fact that the same way they, you know, they're broke, you're broke. You know what I mean? They see somebody with, you know what I mean? And then they have compound Well, actually, the one of them does keep a job all the time. But anyway, construction. But you can guarantee you order supplies, your supplies come up and get stolen. You know. But anyway, it's 1:30. I went out watching a movie. I've been back home for about I thought I was going to try to go to sleep, but I watched the movie up there. It was Coffee. What was her? Pamela Greer. She was a black actress, and she went there from the 70s. She went there, kicked ass, killed everybody. The end. She walking away, walking away in the evening dust. But anyway, so we have in Walker homes a really bad problem, and like they're a product of their society. They're a little old, but that's the way they was brought up. The ones that never had a job. And it's sad because, like, instead of fixing the problem, we want to punish them more. And, of course, I like to, of course, they need to be punished for misbehavior, but they need some alternative to their brokenness, because it ain't necessarily drugs. It's if they get hungry, too. Everything looks like money. I was like, to some of them, I look like money. I was like, oh, no, I don't. No. I'm just a higher class. Anyway, I'm going to sleep. My voice, I done lost my voice. I'm yelling at Pamela Greer. Kill him. I get real aggravated around here, and I have to meditate on it a while, and because it's such trifling and roguish people that they have here, and I don't know. I'm just glad they think I'm crazy. It's just like today, this little kid, because his mom whooped him, and every one of them that gets whooped, when they see a dog, like when they're that age, they scream and they just run out of pure fright. And I'm like, I understand you got whooped. Of course you're gonna think that's something that is gonna cause you pain and anguish. And of course you have the natural fight. Fight or flight. Because you think your life is in danger. That is not a good way for a child to be. They shouldn't be scared like that. And that's what whooping does to them. You know what I'm saying? It puts them in that. Like something's gonna cause me pain. I'm gonna give me some hot tea with lemon. I'm out of tea. Well, I'll drink some warm water with lemon and honey. I gotta go to sleep. I was like, when I was visiting my friend at the house, I was like, I need to get me some sleep. He goes, why? You don't have a job. But I need my sleep. It's just that I get so stressed out. Because I didn't know exactly what's going on, but you could, when people are fucking with you, you know what I'm saying, And if they would have asked, I done took everything out of that house that was in, like the hot water, refrigerator, the stove, and I already junked it. I just got like sort of lazy and I didn't take the rest of the stuff out. Well, I'll tell you what happened. There was a trash can, and it was just like the old shoes and personal stuff, and me and my cousin were the same size shoes, but the girl that they ended up getting the shoes and putting in her, I guess her storage thing, she's like a size 10, this is size 7 and a half. Well, she's sort of wide foot like me, so 7 and a half, 8, but on the smaller size 8, as long as it, anyway, not a 10. And so they don't fit her anyway. But I was supposed to throw this shit out, so I really didn't give a fuck. I'd have gave this shit. The only problem is I do give a fuck when you take shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, but like I think they notice like some shit I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I just give a fuck how you do it. But you can't give some of these motherfuckers shit away. You know what I'm saying? You can't give it to them. They think there's something wrong with you. You trying to buy their friendship or something. And like I'm that type of person. I really don't like believe in just. I really don't belong here. Because like they like to cause a lot of harm and a lot of damage. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really like that. You know what I'm saying? And I know I've been accused of like my niceness being more mean than anything else. And I wasn't even trying to be nice. You know, you know what I'm saying? Cause I got this little area, and I could be like a goddamn bitch, and I mean a four-legged one, and I will bark and bark. You know what I'm saying? But if a bitch crosses over my make-believe line, you know, I'm gonna do what I have to do to protect myself. I don't care who the fuck you are. You know what I'm saying? I don't appreciate all this fucking bullshit. I get fucking threats from everybody. I'm the type of person, because of the way I look, they don't fucking like me. I'm the type of motherfucking person I don't care. You know, either they want to fuck you or they want to fight you. There's no in between with this type of behavior. That's why I don't like when these people that whoop their kids. I don't like the type of person you turn out. I don't like the roguish, trifling ass thieving shit you do. You know what I'm saying? Oh well, this guy, you know, he's helpless. He's, you know, and you know what I'm saying, that shit was sort of devastating, because like when I went to visit him, I see the same thing in the kid's eye. I see the same thing they did to the fucking Polly, the dog. You know, where now the dog won't even come near me. It's petrified of human beings. But I saw that in his eye, just like you know, you can see that in any mammal's eye. You know, where, you know, basically, it's just a terrible thing that was somebody that you only been nice to, and you know, you only try to help them. And you know they don't got shit. That's why you trying to be nice to them. That's why you trying to help them. You know, you can't get these motherfucking pork chops. They don't never leave. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so for them to, you know, like, take advantage of somebody like that, and they're gonna blame it on the person they think, oh well, they slipping. You know, they have every excuse, but they don't take any credit for their behavior. You know what I'm saying? And it's like the one the one that crawls that goes under the house, the crawling ass crackhead motherfucker they'll send underneath the house and shit. That bitch there, right? This bitch, right? He had some crack on him, right? And he gets arrested. He eats all the crack, right? So like the cops fucking with him, you know, cause like he done ate all the crack, ha ha ha. So he ended up having a cardiac arrest. So now, like, I guess the cops it's not so fucking funny. So anyway, so they revive him, right? And he's like, the cops was like, he was talking shit, you know, like, man, you almost died. So like, and I'm like, so you ain't doing no more crack, or are you still doing it? You know? He goes, oh well, I didn't do any, man. Like I had quit, man. I'm like, just while you was in jail, or what's up? He goes, oh man, you know me, I quit. I ain't touching that shit no more. Man, this one dude drives by that everybody knows, everybody likes around here. You know, big ass crack dealer. And niggas will offend him. Oh, him? Not him. Yes, him. Anyway, he goes, yo, dude! He goes running after him. I was like, this bitch went to go get him a hit. I was like, and he did. And that was one of the people that was over jeans. And, you know, anyway, but James, just before his brother got sick, was talking about, like, his white pet bull they're gonna steal pet bulls, you know, whatever. And then they don't know how to treat an animal. They either keep it tied up its whole life. But you could see the way this child, they took one of these puppies, this little kid, he's still petrified. But it's, their behavior is abusive, and I think it's because of children that get whooped, and children that have to grow up in drug-infested houses, you know, are getting abused. And it's sad. Anyway, I'm gonna go get me something warm to drink for the back of my throat. Sleepy. My hair's fried from the humidity. It's fried. And tomorrow, tomorrow I'll wash it, and I'm still doing the greenhouse effect. But like, I really have to wash my hair every. Well, see, the last time I washed it yesterday, and I didn't wash it today, but I washed it tomorrow. But yesterday, no, let me see. I guess I should have washed it today, but it does it three to 5 times in a week. Sometimes, 3 days, 4 days, whatever. But I didn't put the oil in it. I just washed it. So this is like it's dry, and it's if I hadn't played with it and pulled all the little curls out, it just would have been spiral. But that's why you always have to keep the oil and the conditioner and oil. Of course, I had conditioner in it, but with black hair, you got to oil those ends. Keep that curly, keep that balance. Not, I don't. Anyway, good night, y'all.